Hey, everybody. Welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat. I'm trying to switch gears here because I was bitching really hard about a company here a minute ago before we started filming. So trying to get back into nice mode and not calling anybody cunt. So let's get rolling here. As always, this is an open chat. You can ask me whatever you want to ask, suggest whatever topic you want to suggest. If you want to know my opinion about anything, a specific gun, all the way up to, I don't know, abortion, transgender rights, immigration, anything. I don't shy away from hot topics because I'm not trying to be popular. That's not what I'm here for. So ask whatever you want to ask. You can also call me out if you think I'm wrong about something. If I've said something that pisses you off, or you think is just factually incorrect, feel free to come in and set me straight. We can even film an episode of Spank the Yank if you like, and you can put it on your YouTube page or your Facebook page or wherever you want to put it. I'll let you have it, but after you let me have it. So feel free to do that anytime you'd like. First, I want to read if we got any new subscribers or patrons today and welcome them. We lost some, but we also got a couple. We got a Subscribe Star member, Whammy's Law. I don't think that's their legal name, but they just signed up. And we lost someone on Patreon, but we got a free member in their place, and hopefully we'll win them over and they'll become a paying subscriber eventually, which they usually don't. My unpaid subscribers, my free subscribers are the biggest growing category. But Scott Williamson became part of the family over there, or of the community, I guess I should say. We ain't related. So if y'all want to have sex with each other, you can, because we ain't related. If we were family, it'd be a little weird. But as I was saying, let's get over here. First thing I like to do is I always like to read the people who have ordered merchandise, because that does go to support the pets and vets. No, it goes to support TYMP. I can't keep my programs straight here. Brian Adams placed an order today. Did he get any of the possum stuff? No, he didn't get any of the possum stuff. He did get the Weed and Guns shirt. That's a cool shirt. John M. Mandrake he got the Night of the Were Possum shirt. I just put the Were Possum stuff up on my website. So if you want the Were Possum shirt stuff, go to my Shopify page and go to newest merchandise. The two Were Possum designs are up. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think I like Attack of the Were Possum better than Night of the Were Possum. But, Jeffrey Vaughn also got a Night of the Were Possum shirt. And then he ordered something else. What did he order there? Here. Oh, he ordered an Attack of the Were Possum shirt. So he got both of the Were Possum shirts. The Attack, I think, is the better one. If you haven't seen either one of them, go over and check them out. Well, I can show them here, couldn't I? There's the one. Where's the other? Okay, here's... No, that's the same one. There's the Were Possum final. There it is, right there. Okay, no, that ain't it either. Where's the one I just put up? Why is it not showing up? Where the fuck is it? Were Possum, Were Possum. I'm finding that one like fucking crazy, but I can't find the other one. This is being a lot harder than it should be. Attack of the Were Possum. Where's the Night of the Were Possum? There it is, finally. But here's Night of the Were Possum. This is one of the new Were Possum designs we put over there. And before someone says this is really silly, well, that's kind of the whole point. There's the Night of the Were Possum one. You see he's out there in the middle, out the full moon, and he gets starting to turn there. He becomes a Were Possum, and then he goes and serves food at a homeless shelter. And it says, possums are beneficial creatures, leave them alone. That's the point we're making with these. And the other one is, this is the one I think I like a little bit better. This is Attack of the Were Possum. And he's out there on the same, this is probably the Moors, knowing, how things work. He's out there. Wait, this is the wrong one. Did I show Attack of the Were Possum first, or did I show, no. Okay, there it is. You can see it. I can't see the right one. There's the right one. There it is. This one's Attack of the Were-Possum. He's out there again on the moors in the moonlight. He's got a friend with him this time. He starts to change. He becomes a possum. He hisses. His friend hears it, turns around to what's going to certainly be his doom, but the possum just plays dead until he goes away. So kind of silly. And it says, once again, possums are beneficial creatures. Leave them alone. Should have said peaceful on that one. In fact, I might change that to peaceful. I don't know. I don't think anybody would notice if I did. All right. And I think we just got another order over here. It isn't showing up yet, but I think it said John Heasley just purchased something. We'll get back to it if it comes through. But let's get over here and see if we got any questions coming in for tonight, since I've killed enough time already. Where is my PayPal? We got a couple over here. Let me answer this one over here. Pigar says Japan is only Asian country in world be willing to visit. How are their toilets? Oh, they have amazing toilets. It's not like going to Vietnam or Korea or any of these places where often the toilet's just a fucking hole in the ground. Although they do have those public places and stuff, you'll still find the toilets in the ground, just a hole that you squat over, but it's not as common there. Now they've taken toilet luxury to an all-time high in that country. So if you rent an apartment or buy a house or something over there, you're probably going to have a pretty amazing toilet. I just watched some of the apartment tours from Japan. I watch apartment tours from like Russia and Japan to see how people live there. Amazing toilets. Amazing. Go Shadow says pictures of were-possum pushing anti-gunner David Hogg off of a dock into lake, river, ocean infested with leeches, sharks, piranhas. I thought about doing one where he's shoving Ferguson off a cliff because someone suggested it. I think it was you. So that would work. One where the were-possum, but that makes him look violent. I don't think were-possum would be violent, but it would show him being very beneficial. All right, let's get over here and see if we got any questions or comments coming in over here. Light Blue Oyster Cult just said, were-possum, their possum. I almost tried to protect him from himself and not read that, but you know how things are. All right, let's get over here. Dale Rickety chimed in and said, his are always hard-hitting questions. Let's be prepared. I am so freaking happy to be a Phil fan, boy. Well, you should be happy. You're one of the few chosen people. And anybody wants to be one of the chosen people, if you want to be on the scroll at the end of all my videos of supporters, join the Church of Phil by buying some Phil merchandise. All you got to do is buy one Phil thing. You're on that list forever. Anything from the Church of Phil category on my website, you buy anything from that, you're on that scroll. And for as long as we run that scroll, we ran the last one for like 2 or 3 years, the Save the 40s. So, and I still run that on some videos. So, I lost my place. This thing over here really needs a better way of keeping track of what you're doing here. Michael Santorsola, Santa Cola, said, C Camp 380. That would be his one gun, I'm assuming, if he could only have one gun. Is my phone on? Because my leg is getting very hot. Sometimes this phone don't. It's on. Why is this phone on? Shut the fuck off. God damn. All right. Where was I at? That was Michael Santorsola just there. What did he say? Did I read it? I can't remember now. I got distracted by my hot phone. Oh, C Camp 380. That's what he said. Let's move on here. Our next question comes from John. Nope, that's an order. Paul Rollerson. And he said, I support the right to bear arms, especially ones that make me laugh. By the way, Glock 26 or P320 M18. Don't y'all know them P320s is going to kill you? You all need to pay more attention to the news. They're dangerous. Jason Thompson paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, sent emails, lease me that meme up in the chat that I made. Lease, put that meme up in the chat I made. Oh, I didn't see any memes you sent today. I'll have to look for it in a little bit when we get to the emails. You might want to send it again so it's up towards the top. That was Officer Tater Hater. That was an order. That was Officer Tater Hater. Artem! I ain't going to read that last name. There's like a T and a C together. Who the fuck puts a C after a T? Well, except in like catch, I guess. But who starts a word with T and the second letter is C? Like, I don't know, maybe Tchaikovsky, isn't that with a C? But they said, hi, Yankee, Bond Bullpup 9mm. I have one of those. I think it's a cool little gun. If you use the right ammo, I think it's an awesome little gun, but I'd be afraid of it not, because it does not work with my Fort Scott ammo, that's for sure. But that's the only problem I've had with it, was the Fort Scott ammo. And I have had it pull cheap range ammo right out of the casing, because it yanks that bitch right out of the magazine backwards. Lucas Imes. Cool. I always think of that when I hear his name. D&D, Dunkley Ostius, and Dakota Raptor. Welper says, you're as gay as the day is long. Is he correct? Well, how do you be? Does that mean I'm only gay for 24 hours? Well, isn't everybody gay for at least 24 hours? I mean, did you go to Bible camp? It's probably more than 24 hours. But yeah, I don't know how to take that. I'm not sure that's a true measurement of how gay someone is, how long a day is. But I mean, I'll look into it. Let's see here. Jeffrey Vaughn, that was an order. Mike P. White chimed in here. Mike P. White. And said, just want to win something. Well, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Johnny Mandrick chimed in and said, oh, and he got an entry into the super secret drawing we're doing too, which I can't really say much about the super secret drawing because YouTube can't know about it. But everybody who does a $10 super chat between now and the 15th of next month, you will get one entry for every $10. And you'll get 2 entries for the silver bullet drawing because that's constant. But you'll also get an extra entry for the super secret drawing. I want to say super secret squirrel drawing, but there's no squirrels involved. So that would kind of be false advertising. And I think if you will watch my video today about basically a Glock in 5.7x28, you'll see what I'm giving away. So keep that in mind. But remember, it's a secret. And he said, VSO has videos frustrated at no progress from DOJ reviewing gun policy. Do you see them making any progress anytime soon? Oh, no, they're not going to do unless they're forced to. You got to remember, these people are very much fine with violations to the Second Amendment. Pam Bondi was never a friend of the Second Amendment. Trump's never been a friend of the Second Amendment. And the only way he would even act like he was one is if you forced him to. If you stopped buying his hats, if you stopped, buying his merchandise, he sends you the stuff for every day. If you started responding with that too, as soon as my Second Amendment rights are restored, I'll buy several things you sell. If people started doing that and people started saying, oh, we're not watching you on TV and we're not ever going to vote for anything you tell us to or anything ever again until we get our Second Amendment rights back, well, then he'd do something. Because he doesn't really hate guns. He just doesn't care. As long as you're not forcing his hand, he's not going to do anything. That was Johnny Mandrick. John Heasley, VSO. I haven't thought about him in a long time. I've met him a few times at SHOT Show. He's got a raptor foot. He's got a deformed toe where he's got a don't ask how I saw his feet. If I could have only one gun, it would be my SIG X10 P320. That's a good choice. Although all you people gonna be dead. Artem chicken, to cock-a-doodle-doo. I don't know how you say that name. When we can buy pistol shoulder brace without registration as SBR. Well, you can get a pistol shoulder brace now. Trump already, he banned them, but that got overturned. So I'm pretty sure you can get them now. I still see them for sale. I still got them. I wish I had gotten a SBR tax stamp for my fucking gun back when that was an option for free, because now I'd like to have regular stock on that on my PTR, but I can't because I didn't do. I mean, I could, and who's going to say anything? I'm a firm believer of, if you don't agree with the law like that one, it ain't hurting nobody, you're not committing a crime that harms anyone, then fuck them. But you can't complain if you get caught. You can fight the law if you get caught, but you can't act like a victim because you did it on purpose. We got an order came in over here. I do believe it was the John Heasley one finally came through, and he got the attack of the were-possum. The attack of, not the night of. He got the attack of the were-possum. Did Thomas Regato get some stuff? He got magnets, I do believe, too. Yeah, March 17th, Thomas Regato bought some magnets. Magnets. I've said it that way so many times now, I start spelling it with an A in the middle of it. Because if I don't, I'm like, that don't look right. It's not how it's pronounced. But yeah, I think you can already buy pistol braces, can't you? Can't you buy them again now that Trump was overruled by the courts? Would some sort of water therapy exercise help your pup lose weight? Stephen Sharp. Probably, if I had the money to do that. I don't got the money to do that. That stuff's expensive as fuck. I actually looked into it a long time ago when our puppy Mark Anthony was having troubles. And it was incredibly expensive. It was like $200 every time you took them in, and you had to take them in like 3 times a week. So that was like $600 a week, and that was 25 years ago. So I can imagine how much it costs now. The hydrotherapy for the dogs, it's super, super expensive. And I don't know if it would really benefit him that much. I'd get him outside and get him some exercise. I had him out today wandering around. So he gets as much walking around outside as he would in hydrotherapy, but he just has more. And I think his problem nicely now is he just doesn't get enough moving around. We need to move him around some more. It's been winter. He doesn't get outside a lot. He used to, in the summer, he goes out and lays in the yard all the time because he doesn't leave the yard. If you put Django out front, you come back 2 hours later, Django is just wandering around in the yard somewhere, sniffing, looking up tree, barking at squirrels, getting pine cones thrown at him. You take your eyes off Turnip for 2 minutes and he's a half mile down the road. So you can't leave him out front. And he knows when you're not looking too. He'll watch you until you're not watching him, and then he takes off. So you can't trust that little bastard. But that was Stephen Sharp asking about hydrotherapy. And Kevin Payton chimed in here, paid his $2 tithe to Phil, and said, "Hail, Phil, thanks for turning your phone. It kept pecker dialing me." Well, I don't think it was. I don't have your number, I don't think. Plus, my pecker ain't not calling nobody. He's a recluse. He's not very sociable. He used to be very, very sociable. I mean, in the late 80s, in the mid to late 80s to early 90s, he was so sociable. I mean, he was a little social butterfly, party animal even. But nowadays, he's just a total recluse. Where was I at? All right, I think we're done with the super chats over here for now. Let's get over here to the regular chat. Oh, I never put it on live chat. Let me put it on live chat. I'm going to lose some stuff, but I'll go up as far as I can. Do you support Mount Rainier's name being changed back to Tacoma? Would you vote for the name change if it were on a ballot? I'll tell you what, if it was on a ballot, I wouldn't even bother to vote because I don't give 2 fucks. I'm not going to be outraged that they're trying to change the name, nor am I like, ooh, how dare they have changed it in the first place. I'm not either of those things, so I wouldn't care or even vote. I wouldn't take the time to fill out a ballot over that. So do not fucking care. And these people that are like, oh, they're going to change Fort blah, blah, to back to Fort blah, blah. Why do you fucking care? You're never even going to go there. You've never even been there. Why do you care? Why do you care that the person that's named after turned out to be a horrible, horrible person? So they're changing the name. Why do you fucking care? Why do you allow yourself to get outraged by stuff like that? If you can be that easily manipulated by the government and the media, well, then you're probably part of the problem. So I just see these people out there like, they'll change the name of my kid's high school over my dead body. I'm like, why do you care? Does that matter in some way that I'm not understanding? It doesn't. They own it. They name it what they want to fucking name it. I don't care. Somebody else will name it, but something different later. Like, the next president's going to change the name of Gulf of Mexico back to the Gulf of Mexico. It's not going to stick. So why do people get upset about stuff like that? I don't care what they call it. It's just a big bunch of fucking yellow, murky water anyway. The beaches down there, the ugliest fucking beaches, water-wise, you'll ever see. So they can call it toilet bowl for all I care. Call it the Gulf of the Toilet Bowl. I don't live there. It's not going to change my address or anything like that, so I don't care. Got to feed the wildlife. Even gators have to eat. That's true. They do. Got to go throw some goodies out for the deer. Yeah, I feed the deer every day. We take a 60-pound bag of feed out there, the sweet mix, and pour it out there. They go through, probably eat 95% of it every day. And then I think the squirrels and stuff get the rest later after they're gone. But there's very little left every day when I go back to fill up. I was just at a Washington gun store, and they said there was going to be audio surveillance in the stores in July. I hadn't heard of that before just now. That was part of the security package thing. Your security system has to have audio. So like when you're doing gun purchases, that they have audio of what's being said during the purchase. Or also if like they're trying to charge someone with straw purchase, they probably will have audio of those two people over there. Like, this is what I want, buy it for me. That kind of thing. One of them nasty bills had that in there. Artem Tishkakanu, I don't know how you pronounce that. Tuknuv. What gun to take for fishing? Oh, here's the easy answer. Don't go fucking fishing. Fucking fishing is a waste of time. For one, fish counts as a vegetable. It's not meat, so don't eat it. And two, why you got nothing better to do than stand next to a fucking river? Just stand there or sit in a boat? Come on. You can think of something better to do, surely. Now, I used to fish all the time when I was a kid, but you know what? I didn't have anything better to do. I lived in the country, didn't have nothing better to do. If there had been something better to do, I'd gone done it. If I'd have went, I'm going fishing, and someone came up and said, hey, let's go drive through town on our motorcycles and wave at fat people, I'd been like, hey, let's go do that. Better than fishing. But didn't have nothing better to do, so I went fishing. And I didn't eat the fish because I don't like fish. My family ate the fish, but I don't like fish. I'm never a fan of it, and I got a bone stuck in my throat when I was a kid, and I just hated that feeling, and I never wanted it to happen again. Everyone is gay for Hans Molman. I don't know if that's true, but I've counted the times you've said in the past 5 years, now up to 555,000. Oh, I say all the time. Usually out of frustration. P365. I'm sure they're responding to the question from earlier. There's a funny video of an elephant in Myanmar that stops traffic to eat fruit. I've seen that one. Basically, the driver has to pay the toll to the elephant. Yeah, they'll just walk right out in front of the truck, stop it, and then they'll come over, and there's a couple of them actually that'll do it and come over, and like they'll take out a bushel of bananas, and then they let them go, but then they stand there and eat the bananas. Or melons. When I saw him taking the melons out of a thing, he's like, yeah, just go take one melon and then you can go. P365 or the 43X best EDC, in my opinion. Well, those are two different guns. You got to choose which one. I'd probably go with the P365. If I was going to get a small polymer gun like that, I would probably get the P365 of the two. But I don't plan to buy either one of those, to be honest. Did that guy order on the wrong website? Because I'm not seeing his stuff come through. No, he didn't order over there either. Why did that pop up if it's not coming through? Oh, no, there it came. Finally came through. Thomas Rogato ordered some magnets. So thanks for supporting TYMP. Let's get back over here. Did I have anything coming in over here, or are we still in the regular chat? Let me just make sure. Nope, Kevin Payton was still the last one over there. Get your dog a Banfield membership and you pay monthly for their doctor visits. Yeah, but you still pay for surgeries and stuff. And plus, I would not go to Banfield again to save my fucking life. Banfield are the ones that, you know, they used to be a local chain, and then they got bought out by an investment fund from California, fired all their people, hired in inexperienced people, and raised their prices. And they're the ones that we took Django in and said, we want to have him checked for a thyroid issue. They charged us like $500, said they tested him, and he was fine because, you know, it's very rare that a dog would actually have a thyroid issue. So they felt safe in saying he didn't have one. They even told us before they did the test. It's very rare. And then they're like, okay, well, he doesn't have a thyroid issue. And he just kept getting fatter and fatter. And we moved we moved vets, and we started down there. And we we thought he had a thyroid condition, but he didn't have one when they tested him. And they're like, when did they test him? And I'm like, I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, they tested him November 5th or whatever it was. And they're like, well, we see where they did a blood draw on November 5th, but there's nothing in his records where they ever sent that blood anywhere or did anything. There's no results. There's no labs, nothing. And that would be on this sheet if they did it. They didn't test your dog. So they ran the test and came back, yeah, he's got a thyroid issue. So he went untreated for 2 years because of Banfield. So fuck Banfield. I will never go there again for anything. Where was I at? I've lost my place. Where was I at? Trying to find where it was. Saw that. Do you have pet insurance? If so, which one? No, I don't have pet insurance. Hey, old man. My sister does. I pay for her pet insurance for her pets. Best EDC is a 442 or 642. I'd rather have the 432, to be honest. Hi, the Yankee Marshal. What are your thoughts on body camera for civilians? What is your CCW when going to comedy club nowadays? Well, I don't go anymore. I'm not going anywhere where there's like a 2-drink minimum. People are encouraged to drink and they get rowdy. Just not doing it anymore. It's not worth the risk. So I ain't going into the comedy clubs no more. As body cams for civilians, I wouldn't have one. Well, everything I do be used against me on video. Chances of it saving, it'd be a hassle every fucking day, and the chances of it you ever even needing it is so slim. It's like why I don't have a dash cam for my car. I almost never drive. And wiring it up be a pain in the ass, and I don't want to. My kids have them. I don't have one. What are your top picks for EDC if you can only have one? Watch the video. I said so when it was filming. I gave my answer. You just didn't pay attention. We be house shopping, but hard to find houses under 40K with land that have good roofs and foundations. Or you're going to find a house. You can't get a trailer for 40K. I think you meant 400K. Crazy, thanks for helping me understand the audio question. Hello, Yankee Marshall. Thoughts on hidden gun mantles and furniture with room for guns instead of a safe? Out of sight, out of mind. Those things work very well. I've got one of the tables that does that. I would love to have some of the wall shelves. I just don't have wall shelves in my house. If I did, I'd use those. But yeah, I'm all for furniture that hides stuff because, out of sight, out of mind. If they can see a safe, they can defeat the safe. How quickly they can defeat it is another question. But if they can see it and they know what they're doing, they can defeat it. Like I got through this safe door here in just a few minutes with an angle grinder. And I didn't even have the right blade on there. I had a cutting blade. I had to use that instead of a grinding blade. That's all I had. And it was COVID time and I couldn't go get another one. So if you can see it, you can overcome it. If you don't know it's there, you're very likely to steal it. Is Sporting Systems audio recording all their customers now? I don't know. I doubt it because you've got like years to implement that. So I doubt it because it would be very expensive to do that. Now, I don't know if it ever went through that they have to do the audio. Did the audio ever go through on that? I don't know if it did or not. What EDC would you buy for your daughter if you had one, whichever one she decided she wanted? She'd go to the range and shoot several different guns, and whatever she decided she wanted, that's what I'd get her. Unless, of course, it was a striker fire gun, then I'd encourage her not to do that because that's dangerous. Dangerous. All right, where was I at? One of the issues with the comedy club incident was that it happened on New Year's Eve. If you go on a non-drinking holiday, you might be okay. No, they encourage drinking. They have 2 drink minimums. You either have to, if you don't order alcohol, you have to order food. So, and most people don't go there to eat because it's pub food basically. So you're going to have that problem. Did you know ninja means black in manga world? I don't think it does. A ninja just means a ninja to me. Black means black. Well, why wouldn't you just say black? I'm not being racist and saying there's no black ninjas. There was one on YouTube that was very popular. Remember, he did a flip and he fell on his face and then and fell down. I think he was the black ninja. So I'm not saying there's no black ninjas. I'm just saying that that's not common and you would just call them a ninja. I don't think you'd need to say black ninja. No one cares to ask how you're doing. What's for dinner? I'm doing okay. I went to Costco today. That's like a day out for us going to Costco. That's my cheat day, so I got me some Klondike bars. But other than that, not much going on. And what's for dinner? Caden's making chicken Alfredo. I got to go ahead and help him with the sauce here in just a little bit because I don't like the store-bought Alfredo sauce. I like to make it yourself. Alfredo sauce is the easiest fucking sauce to make. It just takes cream and butter and pepper and Romano cheese and Parmesan cheese and salt. That's pretty much and garlic. That's all it takes. It's just you put the cream in the pan, get it hot, stir in the cheese, put in the seasonings, and then you've got Alfredo sauce. Now you do got to make sure you don't overdo it or you end up with Alfredo rubber. But yeah, it's really easy. It's the easiest fucking sauce to make. It's easier to make than like spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce is harder to make than Alfredo sauce. Because you got to grind up the tomatoes and pit them and all this other stuff, and that's way more work. Out of sight, out of mind means you could also forget the gun is there. Well, I would hope not. If you own it, you would hopefully know it's there. It's a guarantee that they will record our voices if they might never do what? Felons can carry black powder weapons because no license needed. Yeah, and you don't see a rash of people getting shot with black powder rifles, do you? I hate to think the word ninja would be co-opted to mean something racist. I want ninja to just mean ninja. It does, as far as I'm concerned. Was it Costco full, and did they have eggs? They had eggs. I saw them when I went and got creamer. I didn't need eggs. But yeah, it's busy. It's very busy. I had to go to the bathroom, and I had to wait for a while to go to the bathroom. I'm like, who would have thought at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Monday that it would be that the bathroom would be so? A bunch of old guys with canes, waiting to go to the bathroom. And the stalls were all full. I looked to see if all the stalls were full, and it's like Kane, Walker, Kane. So it was a little bit of an elderly crowd today. Oh, and my niece also went to Costco today. Where's the picture she sent me? Let me see if y'all can see it. Yeah, here it is. She sent me this picture of them at Costco. This is her husband, their 3 children, and I think the other one might be his kid. I'm not sure, but who they saw. That's for those who can't see it because it's not going to focus very well. That's Kofi Kingston. They ran into Kofi Kingston at the Costco. But that's my nephew, my great nephew, my great niece, my other great nephew. So my niece is white as fuck. I mean, she's white bread, redneck, white trash. But her family is very diverse because her kids are half black. Well, 2 of them are half black. One of them's half Latino. So, where was I at? Website that sell red dots don't always have a list of firearms they work with. Well, they should work with most, but plates, that's what the plates are for. Did you bring your cane? No, I don't need my cane out yet. But if I ever do, I got it there. I got it I can show my support for Phil while holding myself upright. And if anybody pisses me off, it's a real sword, real usable sword. Sharp as fuck, too. Found that out the hard way the day I bought it. Hope they don't shut my chat off. Are you allowed to hold a knife or a sword in the chat? Simcoe. Did you bring your cane? Oh, I read that. No, I did not. I like Sam's Club. Ugh, Sam's Club is gross. Ugh. It's like Costco with less self-esteem. It's like a Walmart with less self-esteem. It's just, ugh. I don't like Sam's Club or Walmart. In fact, I drove out of my way to go to the Safeway today so we wouldn't have to go to the Walmart that's right next to the Costco, because I'm like, I don't want to go in the parking lot. It's depressing. I don't want to go in the store. It's depressing. It makes me feel better about myself, but it makes me feel bad for humankind as a species. So I didn't want to go. Let me make sure we're all caught up on the questions, because we're way out of time. Why didn't people tell me we're out of time? We'll sign out here, and then we will do the drawing for the t-shirt. So thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it. I hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Thanks for everybody that helps out with the channel. We appreciate all that, especially. I hope to see you again, like I said, tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.